Hello good people, in today's video we are going to talk about 50 different types of crimes. There are so many crimes that people commit every day, but we found it worthy to share only these 50 because they are common and by all means you must avoid them. If you fail to avoid these crimes, you will end up being in jail. Number 1 on our list is crime itself. Crime is an illegal act for which someone can be punished by the government, especially a gross violation of law, a grave offense especially against morality, a criminal activity effort to fight crime. 2. Abduction. This is the action of forcibly taking someone away against his or her will. 3. Arson. The willful or malicious burning of property such as a building, especially with criminal or fraudulent intent. 4. Assassination. The act of killing someone, usually a famous person, deliberately, or the act of killing someone after being hired to do so. 5. Assault. Attacking someone physically, a threat or attempt to inflict offensive physical contact or bodily harm on a person as by lifting a fist in a threatening manner that puts the person in immediate danger of or in apprehension of such harm or contact. 6. Bigamy. The act of entering into a marriage with other person while still legally married to another. 7. Blackmail. The action of demanding payment or another benefit from someone in return for not revealing compromising or damaging information about them. 8. Bribery. The offering, giving, soliciting, or receiving of any item of value as a means of influencing the actions of an individual, holding a public or legal duty. 9. Burglary. Breaking into a house in order to steal something. 10. Child abuse. Physical maltreatment or sexual molestation of a child. Most countries recognize 4 major types of maltreatment: physical abuse, neglect, sexual abuse, and emotional abuse. Additionally, many countries identify abandonment, parental, substance use, and human trafficking as abuse or neglect. 11. Corruption. Dishonest or fraudulent conduct by those in power, typically involving bribery. 12. Cybercrime. Criminal activities carried out by means of computers or the internet. 13. Domestic violence. Behaving violently inside the home. Domestic violence, also called domestic abuse or family violence, is violence or other abuse that occurs in a domestic setting, such as in a marriage or cohabitation. 14. Drunk driving. The crime of driving a vehicle with an excess of alcohol in the blood. Drink driving. Drunk driving is the offense of driving a vehicle after you have drunk more than the amount of alcohol that is legally allowed. 15. Embezzlement. Theft or misappropriation of funds placed in one's trust or belonging to one's employer. In simple term, is to steal money or property, despite being entrusted to take care of it. 16. Espionage. Espionage is the crime of spying or secretly watching a person, company, government, etc., for the purpose of gathering secret information or detecting wrongdoing, and to transfer such information to another organization or state. In other countries, if you are convicted of gathering and delivering defense information in order to aid a foreign government, you could be sentenced to life in prison or face a death sentence. Economic espionage can also lead to 15 years imprisonment and a fine up to $5 million. 17. Forgery. Illegally copying or imitation of a document, banknote, signature, or work of art to cheat people. 18. Fraud. Wrongful or criminal deception intended to result in financial or personal gain. 19. Genocide. The deliberate killing of a large number of people from a particular nation or ethnic group with the aim of destroying that nation or group. 20. Hijacking. An act of unlawfully seizing an aircraft, vehicle, or ship while in transit. 21. Hit and run. Denoting or relating to a motor accident in which the vehicle involved does not stop. 22. Homicide. Homicide is the killing of one person by another. This is a broad term that includes both legal and illegal killings. For example, a soldier may kill another soldier in battle, but that is not a crime. There are various situations in which the killing of another person does not constitute a crime. 23. Hooliganism. Violent or rowdy behavior by young troublemakers, typically in a gang. 24. Identity theft. The fraudulent practice of using another person's name and personal information in order to obtain credit, loans, etc. 25. Kidnapping. The action of abducting someone and holding them captive. 26. Bombing. Detonating an explosive device with the plan of harming people or property. 27. Libel, a published false statement that is damaging to a person's reputation, a written defamation. 28. Looting, steal goods from a place, typically during a war or riot. 29. Lynching, killing someone for an alleged offense without a legal trial, especially by hanging. 30. Manslaughter, the unintentional but unlawful killing of a person. 31. Mugging, an act of attacking and robbing someone in a public place. 32. Murder, the unlawful premeditated killing of one human being by another. 33. Perjury, the crime of intentionally lying after being duly sworn to tell the truth by a notary public, court clerk, or other official, lying in court while under oath. 34. Pickpocketing, the action of stealing from a person's pockets. 35. Pilfering, to steal stealthily in small amounts, and often again and again. 36. Poaching, the catching and killing of animals without permission on someone else's land. 37. Rape is a type of sexual assault usually involving sexual intercourse or other forms of sexual penetration carried out against a person without that person's consent. 38. Riot, a violent disturbance of the peace by a crowd. 39. Robbery, the action of taking property unlawfully from a person or place by force or threat of force. 40. Shoplifting, the action of stealing goods from a shop while pretending to be a customer. 41. Slander, the utterance of false charges or misrepresentations which defame and damage another's reputation. 42. Smuggling, the illegal movement of goods into or out of a country. 43. Speeding, the offense of driving faster than the legal speed limit. 44. Terrorism, politically motivated violence or the threat of violence, especially against civilians, with the intent to instill fear. 45. Theft, the action or crime of stealing. 46. Trafficking, deal or trade in something illegal, the act of recruiting, transporting, transferring, harboring, or receiving a person by means of, for example, coercion, deception, or abuse of vulnerability for the purpose of exploitation, such as sexual exploitation, slavery, and forced labor, among others. 47. Treason is the crime of betraying your country, for example by helping its enemies or by trying to remove its government using violence. 48. Trespassing, enter someone's land or property without permission. 49. Vandalism, action involving deliberate destruction of or damage to public or private property. 50. Voyeurism, the activity of getting pleasure from secretly watching other people in sexual situations or, more generally, from watching other people's private lives. Enjoyment from seeing the pain or distress of others. Thanks for watching. Please support us by liking this video, subscribe and share. Bye for now.